All right. Oh boy, oh boy. Hmm. Yeah, I'm live, right? Okay. Why did it take so long to even show? I don't know. I have no idea. Thanks, Twitch. I appreciate it. Ah, there we go. Cool. What? Oh. Okay. Wow, it feels like it's been forever. Wait a minute. It feels like it's been forever since I actually did this. I feel like I've only been doing streams of me, like, messing around, I guess, with chat. Which is not a bad thing, by the way. It's still fun. Imagine if that's what my streams ended up being. But, first, well, I don't know. Should I do it first? Should I even do it in the first place? But, I wanted to scout, but I don't know if I should do it first or last. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it last. I don't think anything has changed with this. I think it's the same exact thing. I don't think there's any new features, whatnot, whatever. So, everything should be the same. Right? How much did I use last time? I don't remember. I actually don't remember. Can I actually look and see? Oh yeah, the last event that we did was a challenge festival. I mean, it kind of sucks because we got to do 2 in a row. But, what can you do? Can't plan anymore. Alright, I can actually look and see right now. Let's blow some time, right? Alright, no. I haven't uploaded anything since May 26th. In almost a month. Good lord. Alright, let me see. I did 100. Alright then, if you say so. I guess. Alright, whatever. Hopefully, I'm okay playing this game today. Because, you know, work stuff. Work sucks. Whoa. New animation for the LP. Whoops. I don't know why I did that. Well, yeah. Oh. Okay, you have like 3 questions. Hello, Stormcrow. You have like 3 questions in a row. Okay. How did the box opening go? It went well. I got some fancy cards. I got a really rare Kanan card actually, because it has the signature owner card. And a Smash tournament. Tournament went well, I would say. I didn't expect to do that well because I haven't played in an offline tournament in over a year. Because, you know, everything was closed down, but it went well. I felt bad for this one guy because I beat this... I beat the guy in like... Okay, game 2, I beat him in like a minute or something. And I felt bad. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Why are there 3 non-Marus on this team? Because I don't have more You Are Cool Marus. Was it a camera? No, it wasn't, but one of my friends was watching it. And he said that was mean. But what can you do, right? Wait, what? Why am I downloading something? But I mean, I don't know. I don't like, at least in tournament, I don't hold back on people either. Like, you can be my first opponent of the entire tournament, and this could be your first tournament you've ever been to, and I'll still play the same. I don't care. I don't do that nonsense where, like, there's no nonsense where I like hold back on somebody just because, you know, they're my first match or something. Or, dude, I remember, like, well, this was like years ago, back in Smash 4. Like, I remember I beat this guy like in front of his whole entire family and everything. that was kind of funny. His whole family watched him lose. Like, his entire family was actually behind us the entire time. Like, I was his Well, I was already in the losers bracket by then, but this was like the first round of losers bracket. So whoever lost this only played 2 matches the entire tournament, and he lost both matches. So yeah, his family just showed up with him, watched him lose 2 matches in a row, and just left. Like, dude, I can't imagine doing that. Well, I've done well. Okay, I wasn't that great at the game. Like, back then, I wasn't. I mean, obviously, I was not as good as I am now. But back then, I had the I was the type of player back then who had everything in his head, but I couldn't apply it in game. But I had everything in my head. I knew how to do everything in my head, but I was not able to apply it in game like I can now. So, I mean, going in losers bracket that early wasn't like that like rare or something. But yeah. Dude, your whole family shows up to a tournament and you just lose. You lose like 2 matches in like 30 minutes and you just leave. Dude, to be honest with you, I'm glad. I am so glad that that is never going to happen to me anymore. Because showing up to the tournament, like just losing two matches straight and just going home is like, I don't know. To be honest, I might as well just have stayed home. But hey, I've never done that bad in Ultimate, at least. So I don't know what happened. I just got like, dude, I'm yapping way too much. God. I just got I don't know. I just got a power up the moment the game came out, I guess. And I got significantly better. Yeah, that was my fault. It doesn't matter anyway. Combo doesn't matter here. It's just score. Whoops. Hey, man. The first thing I said when I started the stream, I said, I wonder how it would be today playing this game. Because work kind of sucked today. Snow elation for the first time in years. Well, there you go. That's your play for the entire year. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I mean, I'm just tired. That's about it. Well, physically tired, I should say. But I said I would stream, like, Monday, because I wasn't streaming yesterday. So, here I am. Oh yeah, since you asked about the cars, I can actually show that on the stream. I forgot. I had an idea yesterday of like I could maybe buy cards and like open them on stream and stuff, but I mean I would have to. That's a little bit of money involved, so I would have to. I have to do some planning for that if I actually do it, you know. All right. Here, well, not yet. Oh yeah, I got this one. This Maru card. If I can get it out of the. Wait, I have nowhere to put this. You see this? You see this card? I like it a lot. Oh, you can see. You can see the foil on the camera. That's nice. Alright. What else I got? Why is this over here? Oh my god. There's this, I have no... I should have... Got any Yos? Yes, I do, actually. Can you actually see? I got this one, too. Oh, you can see it on the camera. Okay, that's nice. You can actually see it on the camera. This is like... This card is like the second highest rarity. So, that's really good. Do I have... No, I don't. They have the, like, the climax cards? No, it's like triple rare or something. They have the cards with yours too, like this one. They have this. I didn't get the idolized version though, unfortunately. That's one of my favorite cards in the game. Alright, here's the yellow that... Dude, this is gonna turn into a card stream. Oh my god. Wait, I'm getting the yo out. You get an idolized version of that set? Probably. I would assume... I'm going to assume so, because she's already there. Here's the yo for you, right here. If it will focus... The camera. There it is. Alright, now this is going to be the Kanan card that's signed. Okay, this is the like highest rarity card type of thing. This one, if you can see the... Can you see the signature? I don't think you can. Dude. I don't think you can. Okay, this camera is like... Wait, let me try to... You see it a little bit right there. You can see it, kinda. Yeah, there it is, right here. You can see it. Yeah, the sign by the save. So, that's a nice thing. Dude, one of these cards, this specific card is like selling for like $60 or something. It's crazy. The signed cards, of course, are worth some money, at least. Dude, the Niji sign cards are crazy expensive. Alright, iPad, don't go to sleep. Is there anything else I can actually show? Because the rest of these are like, I mean, I wouldn't call them basic cards, but they're not fancy foil or something. I don't think there's like anything crazy that I have. I don't think there's anything else crazy that I have right now. Didn't this set just come out? I think so. That's the recent thing. Which I know, if like buying cards, I'm gonna buy those next. I'm 100% buying those next. And before you ask, there's no, I don't have any Nikos. Okay. I only bought the Aqua sets because I wanted Maru cards. Kanan's shirt. Hag? Were you talking about that? Well, there's this, okay. There's this fancy Ruby card. If you can see it, if you see the sides of it, it's really fancy design on it. It's a rare one too, actually. I think. If I got like, if I can. Oh my god, did I? All right, give me a moment. I have to like sort through all these freaking cards. There's like one more. It's like the second highest rarity or something that I found. But I obviously did not separate it last night for some reason. Which I completely should have. Not even. Where did I put it? Oh my god. I don't know. I'm going to find it really quick. I swear. But I did show you already the I showed you the rarest ones I have. Well, that I got yesterday at least. Under card games. Apparently, wait. It's really how many boxes a given set of printing because it's going to cost. Based on how many. What? Wait. They're strict on how many boxes of a given set are printed. So they wait. So they just print the boxes of the set, and then they just discontinue the set, just like that. Is that what you mean? Well, here's another one I found. This apparently this one is like. Apparently, this one is triple rare too. You see the background of it, like triangles on it? Yeah. Fancy foil cards! Always look nice. Camera will focus. It will not focus, fortunately. I think that was, yeah, that was the other one I was talking about. Most likely, whatever supply is out there is out there. I don't think they do reprint waves like other card games. Why? You no wonder these cards are like. No wonder that Kanan is like $60 if I sold it. Like, good lord. Like that specific pack, I think it was that specific pack. Or was it? I don't know. Alright, where did I put... Alright, at the end of the day, you know what I care about, right? I just want the Marus, okay? And I got her. So I'm happy. If I got a signed Maru, that's a different story. Okay? That's what I really wanted. But I didn't get her, so... I don't think there is... Wait a minute, let me see. Because the other cards I bought were like... They weren't that brand, so... I don't remember what these things are called, actually. School Out of Collection cards, that's what they're called. And if I can get this out... I don't think you can see it in the... Can you see the, like, the foil in this? With the, Oh my god, I forgot. What are these things called? I forgot. I can't believe it. It's slipping my mind at the worst possible moment. Oh, the sleeve. Yes, the sleeve. Can you still see the foil with the sleeve on it? Can a little bit. Like, every single pack came with a sleeve in it. Although that meant, like, individually opening every single pack of one card. But hey, I got nice Maru cards, too, from that. Like, it's like this one. The background is like, there's a foil in it. Really nice. Dude, I feel like I'm back in like grade school when I used to collect Pokemon cards. That's what this feels like. This might as well just be a card stream, okay? You know, the Pokemon collection? Well, my collection isn't as big as it used to be, because stuff happened. Unfortunately, because grade school kids are mean. Okay? Did you know that I had like 2,000 cards? Wait, I'm gonna be right back really quick. I'll put these boxes back. Okay, this was like... Here's a moment of story time, okay? This was like 5th grade, okay? By then, I had like 2,000 cards. And by the way, normally I bought my own packs. I went to the Blockbuster, rest in peace Blockbuster, by the way. If you remember Blockbuster, holy crap. But it was a Blockbuster like not that far from my house. So, and my mom worked at the grocery store like right next to it. And like walking on the way home, I actually could stop by there from school. So that's where I would buy my booster packs and stuff usually. Either that or like just like, you know, like Walmart or Target or something like that, whatever. But normally, okay, I was not the one who would get them from my parents. Normally, they would make me like buy most of them myself. Fifth grade, by the way. So a fifth grader had to buy most of his Pokemon cards by himself. This wasn't like a thing of like, I mean, my parents weren't poor or something, but you know, no, they weren't always the type to give me what I wanted. But like video games, Pokemon cards and stuff, that was like, usually I ended up having to buy a lot of them. So like, how did I even make? I don't remember how I made money. I always found out a way to make money in school, dude. Like I would always sell or trade something. Like even something as little as like, I don't know, my lunch. I'll be like, hey, I'll give you this for $1, and and then I mean, oh, I found, dude. There's been several times, okay, when I'm walking home, I actually found money. Just the money was just right there on the sidewalk, okay, in the middle of the sidewalk, just sitting there. Like that happened like several times, and it was always around like the same areas, which I never understood. And it was just sitting there. Like, I don't understand how it was just sitting there. But dude, I remember I found like $15, just like a wad of cash, just sitting there. Like I don't, I don't know. My mom always tries to joke because she always says like somehow I'm always finding money. Like even now, like my mom always says like I always found a way. I always found a way to make money somehow. Even when I was in grade school, like I always found a way to make money doing something. It didn't matter what it was. I remember fourth grade, I would staple together like a bunch of pieces of paper and like make a so-called magazine, and I would sell them. I would actually sell them for like a few dollars each. Dude, you gotta, if you be creative, you can make money off of anything. I'm telling you, you can make money off of anything. You just gotta be creative with it, okay? But yeah, I always found a way to make money off of people. I always did. My, like, I wouldn't say my entire life, but I mean, I don't do that now because, you know, I have a job and stuff. I don't need to do that. I don't try to get money off of people nowadays, but like, even when I wasn't working, I didn't do that. But like in grade school, I always found a way to make money off of people. So, like you saw the Love Live cards I showed on stream, right? So, like those rare cards, I would always keep for myself, but like, well, that's you. I always tell you don't need the sub. You do not need the sub to my channel. Okay? You could lurk in the channel. You could lurk here. You could just talk in chat. I don't, as long as I'm providing something, I guess, that's okay. As long as you're having a good time in the stream, that's okay. So, yeah, so what I would do is like, I would create my own rules, okay? I was basically the guy who ran the Pokemon card scene at my school, okay? Because I would create my own rules, and everyone always agreed with them. They always did. So I would create some nonsense rule, like, well, I didn't create rules like on the fly or something. I didn't do that, but I would create some nonsense way how to play the game. And then what would happen is like sometimes we would put up cards like, okay, if you win, you win these cards. So eventually what I end up doing is like, I mean, always beat people too, but you know, I would take their cards. So what I would end up doing is like, hey, you can get this card back for like a couple bucks or something. Because a lot of times they didn't have like really good stuff. So I didn't really care. Like, I always kept like the rare stuff for myself anyway. I remember like when they used to have like, I don't know what they have nowadays, but I remember they used to have like EX cards or something. I think they were like EX cards, like mid 2000s, whatever, blah blah blah. So I had some of those. Okay. No, I never put those up for trade ever. So like the thing was like, especially because my cards were so good, so I would just slam the EX cards out, the EX Pokemon cards, because they were always like the strongest cards in the whole set and everything. So I was always pull those cards out. Well, I mean, I still shuffled my deck and everything. I was a fair player, okay? I was a fair player. I just had busted cards. Okay? So the moment they came out, I would just wipe whatever cards they had out already. And so I actually did end up selling like some of the common ones too. But what I would do is like, I would put a bunch of them together. So I made sure I didn't cheap out people either. Like, I did not trade one common card for like $1. Okay? Maybe like a quarter or something. Okay, I would do that, but I would put all the duplicate cards together and just say like, you can have these for like $1 or something, and they'll take them, dude. They took them. So back when Blockbuster was still up and didn't die yet, I would go down to the Blockbuster and buy the booster packs, dude. That's what I would do. Although it's a tragic ending, okay? Because I would always bring my cards to school. And so, you know, they were in my backpack and everything. When my old friend and I played, we never used energy, and one of us knocked Pokemon out, we would take another turn after that. My friend had a Meganium who one-shot everything. Okay, I actually remember the rules I used. Okay, I remember the rules I used to use was like, okay, the energy cards. If you use an energy card, you can bring a Pokemon back, like back to life or whatever, from the discard pile. You can bring any card back. It doesn't matter what card it was. So if you use an energy card, you could bring any card back. There were no deck limits, so you could literally just show up with a gigantic stack of cards. Unless the other person like tried to say like, you know, all right, that's not fair, then you could mutually agree to like lower the deck down so it'll be fair. But also there was a rule of you could use any move that the card had, but you could not use the same move 2 turns in a row. So, you know, if the card has 2 moves and you use the strongest move, you cannot use the strongest move on the next turn that you have. You have to use the other move if you decide to attack using that card. So there was that. I made an exception, like you could put out fully evolved Pokemon if you did not have like the pre-evolution of it. So the card wouldn't be useless for people. What else? I think that was basically it. Like, I think you had a limit of like 5 Pokemon out on the field or something. And they could attack like any Pokemon that was out there. Dude, I was in grade school, okay? I didn't play like the actual format. I still do not even know how to play the actual format. But I think that was mostly the rules that we used. I remember we used to have like 4-way free-for-alls, dudes, where you actually had like 4 different people like on the field, like everything, and like you could attack anyone. It didn't matter. Like, you could actually 3 people could actually gang up on like someone if they wanted to, and like destroy all their Pokemon, everything. And the worst part of it was like you could choose to attack, like all 5 Pokemon that you had out. You could actually choose to attack with all 5 Pokemon on the same turn. Just like if the Pokemon only had 1 move, then they could not attack the next turn. That's how it used to be. And you know, hey man, I mean, it was fun. Everyone played by it. It was okay. I made the rules. I made up the rules, and I mean, everybody accepted it, and that's how we played back then. So, well, yeah, we actually knew what prize cards were. I mean, we obviously didn't really use it that much, unless I felt like putting it in the game. But yeah, we didn't really use that. When are we playing Pokemon together? I don't even. When was the last time I played Pokemon? Like, the last time I actually played Pokemon was on the flight coming back home from Japan, when I bought Shield in Japan. When I bought a Japanese version of Shield at the Pokemon store. I think that was the last time I even touched the game. Okay. Although I've had a recent desire to play the DS ones for some reason, because that's where, like, that's not where I started, but that's where the most like enjoyment came from, I guess, for Pokemon for me. DS era. Although I've been playing Pokemon since like Gold and Silver, but DS was definitely like the peak of like enjoyment, I feel like, for me, for Pokemon at least. Although Sun and Moon was good, at least when I played it, I thought it was good. But in general, DS was. Oh my god, I went to the Pokemon store. How was it? Well, actually, it was it was next to the Nintendo Tokyo store. I mean, obviously, I went in that Nintendo store too, but it was like right next to it, and dude, it had oh my god, dude, it had so much in there. Like, I bought a Ditto, actually. I can't show it on the stream because it's too big, but I bought a Ditto plush that is on my bid right now. And I bought like a tiny little Chibi Lugia thing. Dude, they had like every Pokemon from like the first couple gens, I think. Like every single Pokemon had a plush. Every single one. Not a single Pokemon was left out. Even the most obscure Pokemon you could think of in like the first 2 gens, they had a plush of it. Like, oh my god, dude. That's like 200 something Pokemon. He had a plush for every single one of them. But luckily, that I grabbed it, dude. I grabbed the last Lugia that was there. That was the last one, because all the legendary Pokemon, people snatched those, dude. Those were gone. But I just snuck between these little Japanese kids and snatched it. Okay, that sounds terrible but that sounds terrible if it phrased that way. Okay, That sounds terrible if you phrase it that way, but I mean, I just kind of slipped in there because, well, okay, look, the way, I don't know why it was like this. Is this like store etiquette or something in that specific store? But like, all the kids were like in the front, and like all the adults were like standing all behind them and everything. Like, how am I gonna get over there, dude? I gotta reach and everything. Like, no, I'm just gonna. Cause that Lugia was hidden behind like a couple of them too. Yeah, dude, I had eagle eyes. I was looking in between the cracks and everything, seeing what they got up in there. So, so, I mean, I had to slip through some Japanese kids a little bit, but I snatched it right away, dude. I don't think they had. Wait, I might have pictures. Dude, I can actually show pictures. I think I had pictures. Oh my god, I think I had pictures. I think. Why would I go to Japan without taking pictures? Why would I do that? Okay, oh, I don't think I... Wait. Oh my god, well... Okay, I didn't take pictures of the whole entire thing, okay? But, okay, I can actually... Dude, this is just... Okay, I'm just gonna retitle this stream. Okay. Story time. Talking with chat. Plus playing songs. Alright, yes, I'm going to upload this to YouTube, okay? Alright, oh, I can actually, like... I gotta go to iCloud, though. I gotta look through, like, all my iCloud photos. I think. Yeah, I gotta... No, I don't have to anymore. iCloud actually has the same folder as your phone has. Good. Oh, dude! I can show pictures of, like, the Love Live stuff. Oh my god, this is story time stream. Should I have, like, music on in the background? I feel like I should. Alright, what song are we playing right now? Oh yeah, this song came back. This dreaded song. This is the song that, you know, you already know about this song, dude. Look. I played this song 29 times, and I did not full combo a single one. 29 times! 29, dude. 29! How do I play a song 29 times, and I cannot full combo? That's depressing. That's so tragic, man. Oh my god. Alright, what's like... Okay, here's a good song. I love this song very much. Where is it? Okay. Yeah, I have to, like... I can't, like... I don't want to share, like, my entire, browser, because, like, all my photos are in here, but... Okay, I'll show the Pokemon stuff first. I should have downloaded all this crap onto my computer. Wait, you know what? If I download iCloud, like, right now, would I be able to do it? Or doesn't it still have to download all the pictures? And, probably. Shoot. I don't think I have anything going on. Okay, there was like a Japan stuff folder on my computer somewhere. But where is it? I don't... See what happened to it. I don't. Where is it? Oh, it's videos only. Okay, no wonder. Is it one to flight? Yes, it is. How do you remember that? What? But okay. Well, okay. I'll show that. I'll show that later. But okay, here's the Yeah, there's gonna be like a lot of stuff. And alright, I'm gonna show the. It was relatively recent. Well, why was I talking about that? I don't know. Okay. Yeah. Here's the. Oh my god, that's huge. Picture is freaking huge. Here's the Here's the diddle that I was talking about. Okay, these things. It's like furry, not furry, but like fluffy, I guess. Although it's not supposed to be what diddle feels like, but whatever. Just a plush toy. Yeah, I bought one of these because I like the Pokemon, so diddle's pretty funny. How much were they? I think I actually had the receipt. Okay, give me a moment. Give me a moment. I think I kept the receipt. Oh my god, I did. I kept the receipts. Alright, is it actually on the diddle itself? No, it's not on the diddle itself. But, well, I kept the bag and everything because I can't store everything. A lot of the, well, not a lot, but some of the Japan stuff I still have like in the bags and stuff because I don't have anywhere to like put them, I would say, without like collecting dust at the moment. So I'm going to assume this was the one that was like 3,960 yen. So that's like $35 maybe, right? Something like that. I mean, not cheap. But who cares if it wasn't cheap? I was there to shop. I was not coming back home from Japan without buying a bunch of crap. So 1K yen is like $10, around there. It's like a little less than $10, but that's a general rule to help you remember like conversions. It's not exact, but it's a bit less. Okay, let's see what else. They had a bunch of Mewtwo's and like Mews and just Snorlax. I can show this actually. Here's some Snorlaxes, I guess. Look out randomly is thundering outside. I think it was here too earlier. Dude, we're just going on a tour of the whole entire. I'm not going to show every single picture because this is going to take forever. Here's some. These are chopsticks. Right here. These are really fancy. These prices might be reasonable, I guess. You can see the price above it. Here's some like. What is this? Oh. Okay, this one is like, like plates and stuff. Yada yada. Did I scroll? Oh yes, I did scroll past everything. No, that's the other store. No, what is this? That's candy. Oh yeah, I forgot. They were doing this crossover thing between the Nintendo store and the Pokemon store. So, I don't think you can see it that well, but alright, let me see if I can. Yeah, this is like a weird crossover thing. I don't know. No, you can't really tell what it is. Yeah, it's not gonna work. You can't really show it. Oh, there's like expensive jewelry. Oh, look, you can see my reflection a little bit. Wow, can't believe it. Holy, dude, these images are like huge. I gotta resize them like every time. Good lord. Alright, there were these. You can see the prices on these, dude. And that's yours truly in the with the red case right there, you know. I think it's my friend right there next to me, I think. Actually taking a picture. You can say hi. But he's not here. He's not in the chat right now. Yeah, fancy crystals and stuff. I should have. No, I'm not gonna show that. It's unnecessary. What else? What else? There's some fancy like phone cases and stuff that I can show. You can see them. They're all like phone cases, mostly. Dude, they did not have a single phone case for my phone. I had an iPhone 8 Plus at the time. They did not have a single 8 Plus phone case. I'm like, geez, dudes. Gosh, how hard is it in Japan to find one? This photo is really bad. Good lord. What is this? I don't know what it is. I don't know what these are. I don't remember what the team is called, but they had a Team Yell, I think. They had a bunch of Team Yell merch. Like, okay, let me resize this. Like, they had all this with the Zigzagoon. They had this, the shirt and stuff. I think like it was something there that there was a bunch of stuff there, like in a specific area that sold out really fast, but I forgot what it was. And here's the other stuff. Oh, here's the here's the like collab thing, I guess. The Mario and Pokemon collab. And here we have 6 foot tall furs at some point. If there was, I did not see any of them. Okay, here's like the collab they did between the two stores. You can see like it's like Mario characters, like 8-bit Mario stuff, but you can look inside of it and it's like it's Pokemon stuff inside of it. Like where the pixels would be at. So they did stuff like that between the two stores. Okay, here's the pictures of a lot of Pokemon plushies. Well, I think this might be just Kanto. Are Pokemon cards that Pikachu dressed as Mario and Luigi? Yes, they did. That was years ago, though. That was not. That wasn't recent. That was a while ago. That was not a recent thing. Like years ago. Alright, dude. Look at all of this. All this. This is what I'm talking about. This is what he had over there. They had everything over there. I don't think it... Did I actually not take that many... Wait, I did... Dude! Oh my god, I remember... These weird... Dude, they had a bunch of Ditto plushes. Harris. What? Oh, you mean the Pokemon? I misspelled it. Like you meant actual Paris, like the location. Dude, they had like all these Ditto plushies, like. And you can see, like, look at their faces. You can tell. These are kind of weird. I mean, if they had a Pokemon that I really liked, I would have bought it. But I mean, I don't really care for any of those that much. I don't think I took a picture of like the Kanto Pokemon. Well, not the Kanto. The Johto Pokemon. I mean, yeah. The rest is like starter Pokemon. The rest of the pictures I have like starters, but they're not. They're like bigger, so they're not like that small. Oh yeah, they had this this fancy Mewtwo there. They had this Mewtwo over there. That was nice. There's probably a lot of clicking. You can probably hear a lot of mouse clicking into that microphone. Oh my god. I need to move my microphone, dude. Because like the iPad right here, that's my mouse pad. So if that wasn't there, you wouldn't hear it. I think that's all the oh yeah, here's some more. You can see like some more Ditto stuff over here. You can see the little Ditto Pokemon keychains. You can see like on the right side, there's some more of them. What is this? I don't know what this is. Already showed that. Um. All right, the Love Life stuff. Well, actually, I can show a little bit of the. Can I? Oh my god! I took pictures of this. I remember I randomly found like a bunch of Cuphead merch being sold in the same like area. Randomly, I don't know why. Look, I can actually show. Okay, I'll show this one. I'll show this. Like, is Cuphead popular in Japan or something? Like, this is a lot more Cuphead merch than I think I would ever see in Japan. I don't know if there's a huge fan base, but look at all this Cuphead stuff. Like, it was just randomly there. I don't know. Well, this was a different store, like a separate store, but like it's a lot of stuff. I didn't know they were into Cuphead that much. I mean, maybe they are, but not that much. Like, jeez. I don't know. Maybe I won't show Nintendo Store stuff because it's kind of just basic stuff, Nintendo stuff, whatever. Well, not basic, but you know, this is what do you expect, I guess. Just like more fancier. There was a Capcom store there, too. Same area. There's just a bunch of. Okay, there's like. There's Okay, you can ignore the guy in the background. But there are like a bunch of these little tiny little things in the Capcom store. And I yes, of course, I bought one of them. Okay. I bought one of Leon from Resident Evil because he's my favorite Resident Evil character. What else? I don't know what this is. Oh, yeah, wait, be right back. I think I have, like, something I can show. Yeah, so... Oh, this might be too small, but... Are there Sega stores as well? Aren't there? Where you can get the Rent, Hoshizora, Berries, or those just from arcades? There's Sega arcades. I saw a lot of them, and they do have, you know, arcade like claw machines and stuff there. Okay, this. You see this actually? You see this? That's the one. Like, see, that's the Yeah, you can see it in the picture. The one on the top left. And good lord, this is why is a Japan stream happening a year and a half later? This is weird, dude. And I bought this too. If you can see it, I don't know if you can see it, but it has a bunch of Capcom stuff on it. Okay, it's like just a call or whatever. It's nothing that big of a deal. I think I was starting to run low on money at that point because we went here after the Nintendo and Pokemon store. And what day was this? 26. This was the day before we left. So yeah, I think it was the day before I left. Why is One Piece? Oh, never mind. That was a different store. Of course, there was an anime store there with a bunch of shonen stuff. Still took pictures, obviously. I didn't buy anything. Oh yeah, a jump shot. I guess I can show what it looks like. Is this how we get Fire Freak back? I don't think he's coming back, unfortunately. He's always welcome back. I found this store, of course. The Annie May store. With all the merch in it. Okay, I can show the Love Live stuff now, I guess. No, I no, you're spelling it wrong. Okay, look, here's how you spell it. Annie, like someone's, like a girl's name, Annie, plus May, like the month of May. That's how you spell it. Alright, let's see. Yes, that's how you spell it. That's the correct spelling. Alright. Next, I can show the, oh god, what time is it? No, that's just a poster. I don't really have to show it. Okay, here's one. Okay. Alright, I should probably download iCloud into my computer because this kind of sucks. But I would have to do it like off stream. Here's one machine right here. Ball game machine. UFO catcher. No, I did not get a single one in this picture, unfortunately. I was trying, but I didn't get it. Here's a tragic one. What day? This might have been like... This is our first day at the arcade, I think. Yeah, this was definitely our first day at the arcade. Looking at the date of it. Dude, I found this. Oh my god, this was amazing to find. But I did not get it. Dude, this machine was hard, okay? This thing was hard. I probably put like I don't know, like $15 worth of yen up in there, and it didn't work in my favor. So it definitely did not work in my favor. Here's this is a regular claw machine, or was there a gimmick to it? You have to like get it to like slide off of the two metal bars you see what that's on top of. Like, I think there's like technique or something, I guess, but I wouldn't. You still have to move it so you get it in the correct position and everything. Alright, here's one of Daya and Ari Towels. This is another machine, of course. Welcome to Japan arcades. Claw machine heaven right there. Alright, here's some Nessos right here. That you were talking about. That one's face down, unfortunately, but here's another machine. There's a lot of Rin there. What are these posters? Guarantee I'm sure there are some people who just sell whatever they get for claw machines at profit. Probably. Well, I think you can buy them separately. I don't think they're that expensive. Is that Nico being lewd? Okay, look. That's actually part of the technique. Sometimes you gotta put them in a certain position to just get it right. Sometimes it's just a technique, dude. Here's some fancy posters on the wall. Here's some more Nessos. This, let me download this really quick. Here's more right here. Oh, this machine. Oh my god, this machine. This machine. I hated this machine. Because I was... Well, not this one, just the next one I'm going to show. This machine, I hated this one. I hated this one because I was so close every single time. You see those Marus on the left side? The Sonic and Maru like keychains? Dude. I was so close every single time. Every single time. Alright, okay, these are actually figures. Okay. These are actually figures. I have the Maru one of this actually. I mean I didn't get it from the machine. I ended up buying it myself. But I have the one of her. Here's just Renault Kanan towns from earlier. I don't know. You're not in the picture, but so I can't really tell you. Here's what the coin machine looks like. This is a Sonic on it. Even though Sega, whatever. That's the coin machine. And you put in the cash first, and then you select the amount. It actually gives you cash back, which is kind of crazy. I'm pretty sure it does. Alright, this next machine, I have a story about it. I have a short story about this one. A pretty stupid story, but no, only accepts yen, not USD. Okay, this machine, okay. These are keychains. How do debit cards work overseas? You just use it like normal. I didn't use my card. I mean, I could use my cards. My bank like allows me to use my card overseas, but I just get a extra fee for it. But I didn't have to, so that's an emergency type of thing. Okay, there's a very short story about this machine. Okay, I did get the Maru from this machine. Okay, I mean I can actually go get it if you want me to show you, like on the camera, but I actually got her from this machine. All right, I can go get it really quickly. Where are you? Alright. You can see. Here it is. You can see it. Yeah. So here's the thing. Okay, when I finally got her, I did the tiniest little like fist bump and everything in the air. And so you know what happened? You know what happens? I look to my right really quick, and then there's like 3 schoolgirls just staring straight at me, who was watching me the entire time. I'm like, oh my god, dude. Oh my god. They were watching me Played the machine the whole time I was there, and I didn't even know. I just look at them and I'm like, and I turn around and just walk away, dude. Oh my god. That was really kind of weird. Can't you? They do that for. Do Japanese schoolgirls watch foreigners at the arcades? Is that what they do? All right, here's some posters, fancy posters, I guess. Oh, whoops! I did not mean to do that. Oh, come on. You can't. Apparently, you can't press the back button on the iCloud website. Fortunately, it sends you all the way back. Crap. What else do they do other than study and form idol clubs? Where was I at? Did I not show it? Oh wait, this is not Love Live related. No wonder I didn't show this. I mean, here's some random posters in the elevator, I guess. Elevator posters? Wow. Where was I at? Oh, okay. This is an entirely different anime I took pictures. I'm surprised this is in English. What the heck? Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, by the way, this was we went to Japan like directly after Love Live Fest. So, you know, that also like I guess there's also a big reason why there's so much Love Live out at the time. This is a video. Let me see. I don't want to like. Let me mute this really quick. I don't know what. Right, let me. What song is playing in this video? Actually, let me see. Alright, okay. So were these arcade Love Live themed, or are they a collection of them? Like, are they sections of the arcade dedicated to anime? Not, well, I don't, well, for the arcade game itself, there was an entire section, yeah. When I played the arcade game. Like the Love Live arcade game. Okay, how can I show this on the stream? Well, do you care if I don't show this video, because it's not like it's just me walking up the steps showing posters with Love Live music playing in the arcade. It's not that big of a deal, I guess. Oh boy, more pictures. This is gonna take forever. Oh my god. Alright, this is... Oh. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is when we went to the cafe. The Love Live cafe. Here's some... These are some coasters. And I have the big one, I think. I don't remember what happened to. Oh, I remember what happened. Okay, here's another small story. Okay. The big one on the top left, I have though, and those tiny little. You see those little things that look like stickers or something on the right side. Those are just like tiny pictures, very tiny pictures. They gave them to everyone in the cafe, but like, I'm surprised I did not lose it. I did not lose mine. Because like it's very small, like an inch. That's how big it is, an actual inch. It's really tiny. I can't even show it on the camera because the camera wouldn't be able to do it. but here's a tiny little story. Okay. So apparently in these cafes, like at the end of it, people trade stuff like stickers and like coasters and stuff. They trade them because people collect them. So for some reason, are you allowed to take pictures in the cafe? Maybe you can take pictures inside a cafe, at least make cafe. In this cafe, you could. I'm pretty sure I took pictures. Yeah, I took pictures of stuff inside a cafe. I mean, I didn't take pictures of people, but like, you know, love life stuff I took pictures of. Like nobody told us to not take pictures, or at least they didn't get on us about it. So, but here's a tiny little story. Okay, so like I was saying, apparently that people trade like at the end, like when everyone's done eating and stuff. Apparently people trade stuff like that. I mean, that's a pretty cool thing. But so apparently, like, I kept having all these like, okay, there's me on one side of the table and my friend on the other side of the table. So I was the only person that got approached the entire time. Like, basically imagine like 5 Japanese women across 10 minutes approaching you, asking you to trade stuff. And I'm like, why are they all approaching me and they're not approaching him whatsoever? Everyone's approaching me. I don't know why. And then there were these 2 girls next to us. And apparently they said in Japanese, like they didn't know what language we spoke or something. I mean, that's what my friend said. Apparently that's what they said in Japanese. They were wondering if we spoke English or something. But but like they were I tried not to look at them because they were looking at us, like me of course. They were looking at me a lot, but you know, because they apparently just wanted to trade, but like they were like I guess, like, I don't know how to explain it, but the way they were looking, just like you could tell they wanted to say something, but they didn't until like I don't remember who said something first, but someone like did the gesture of like you want to trade or something. So they you were taught in secondary language school, right? Is there some sort of accent? I don't know that information. I can't answer that. I mean, yeah, obviously there would be some accent. There's wherever you are, that's the accent you'll get. But yeah, I don't know if that's true or not, that they teach it as a secondary language. I don't have that information. But yeah, I think they just said hi, and I mean, it's basic English. It's not a big deal. They just said hi and like did like the gesture of like trading. I'm like, I don't remember. Did I trade with them or not? I don't remember. I think I did. Just to, you know, I just said, alright, why not? Whatever. Just trade. But I specifically remember that because that was kind of awkward. Because like, imagine like a shy Japanese girl just looking at you, and you know she wants to say something, but they're just talking amongst each other, like, but nobody's doing anything. Like, imagine that you're just minding your own business. That's how it feels, dude. That's how awkward it was. Because I tried so hard not to look straight at them. Alright, here's some, where's the food at? I know I took pictures of the food. Yeah, it's later, never mind. Here's, some merch. That's so weird, I couldn't handle that. I could barely handle my coworkers as it is. I mean, I wasn't going to be that guy. Especially because I'm a foreigner. I wasn't going to be, like, mean or anything. Like, I mean, I don't think that's me in general, but, like, I don't know. I guess I understood because, like, they didn't know what language we spoke. You know, they tried to communicate and everything, so it was okay. Alright, here's some boards and everything. Some merch over here they could buy. Dude, I have another short story. Like, along with, like, all the Japanese women approach me. Only me. I don't understand. They mostly only approach me. Only me. Like, they barely approached him. Like, it was only me. Like, I remember, like, walking, like, in Akiba. Like, we were walking. This was, like, at night. And, like, you know, they pass out flyers for, like, the maid cafes and stuff. So, they always came straight to me. I'm like, why? Like, do I look like... do I look like... Compared to... At least compared, do I really look like I'm going to the maid cafe right now? Like, they like, he managed to, like, slide past everyone, and then they just ran up to me. I'm like, dude, what's going on? I mean, I took the flyers because, you know, I'm in Japan or whatever. I take everything I get, but but jeez, dude. Alright, here's some more merch right here. Here's the cuter one. I doubt that. I mean, I don't look Japanese either. I don't think. 30 years on top right now on the screen. What? What are you talking about? The top right. Oh, the last photo? What was the last photo? Oh, okay, now I see. Well, you can see him now in the picture. Right, these are just random posters. Ain't snow stands. Here's some more. Okay, here's the thing about these, okay? I traded my friend for the Maru of, you see like in the middle, the next sparkling ones? I got that one actually. I ended up getting that one. The thing is, these were random. Okay, these were random. So, you were not guaranteed to get your best girl out of this. So, I guess I got lucky that he got her, because we made a rule, okay? We made a rule that, like, if we get each other's best girl, we have to trade. So any Marus he got of anything, he traded. And any Marys that I traded to him. This is fair, you know. Any Mario stuff, I give to him anyway. Yeah, the rest is just like art stuff, you know. Just buy 9 of them. That's not how it works. That's definitely not how it works. All right, here's the cafe menu. I'm going to show really quickly. Here's the cafe menu. I don't know if you can read the text. It might be too like what? It might be too small to read it. But you know, of course, I got Hanamaru's. You already know. Now that was lemon soda plus lemon jelly at the bottom. That's what hers was. Or you can read it actually? I don't even know. So okay, here's the thing. I don't drink soda, like, at all. But it was actually good. And the funny thing is, I really love lemons. Like, the fruit in general, I love lemon. So I got lucky that hers was lemon. And it was really good, dude. It was actually really good. Despite the fact that I never drink soda, like, just about. It was really freaking good. Like, it really surprised me how good it was. That's the drinks. Okay, here's the, I'm going to show the food. Alright, I guess you can see it then, in that case. Guess you saw Nico's. Alright, here's the food, okay? I got the pasta on the top left. I got the pasta, and I'm pretty sure I got the Muse parfait. I'm pretty sure. And actually, dude, the pasta, despite how it looks, it was actually pretty good. I think I have pictures of it actually. Alright, here's the lemon soda thing. Took a picture of it. It looks pretty basic from here. It doesn't look that special from here, I guess. Okay, let me move it down a little bit. And it doesn't look that special from here, I don't think. But it was good, dude. It was really good. I liked it. Best girl is best soda. Okay, here's the pasta I'm gonna show. This is the pasta. There's the colors for all 3 groups in there. Was this a limited time offer since it's all close to Love Life Fest? I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was because of Love Life Fest, but this was a limited cafe thing. Yes, the cafe was limited. So there's that tiny picture I was talking about, like an inch. But this is the pasta. You can see all 3 colors for all 3 groups. Despite how it looks, like I've been told, some people say it looks kind of, not that great. But despite how it looks, what is the card on the right of your plate? That is a coaster. Pretty sure. Yeah, that's a food coaster. I mean, on the plate. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That's the That's what it comes with, like your entire meal. That's that tiny little picture that's like an inch that I was talking about earlier that I can't show on stream because the camera probably won't really get it. It's truly that small. Which is really weird, but I don't know. Oh yeah, the cafe was because of Love Life Fest. Okay. Yeah, it was because of Love Life Fest. But yeah, the pasta was really good, despite how it looks. The food was really good. I don't think I took a picture of the parfait though, unfortunately. I think around that time, like my stomach was killing me because I tried to stuff everything. I tried to like eat everything. Okay, everything I ordered, I tried to eat completely. So I kind of like shoved a bunch of food down, but it was okay. And I think I ate before we got there, but this was like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But yeah, as you can see here, it was for Love Life Fest. You can ignore the guy in the corner. He's just minding his business, enjoying his food. Okay. Green sauce looks a bit unappetizing. The green sauce. Well, that's supposed to be blue, but it was fine. It's just color. It's just coloring. The sauce is all good. It's just coloring. That's about it. There's some more stuff on the wall. Where is this? An arcade? No. Huh. These are some stand-ups right here. Love how much promotion Saint Snow is getting. Meanwhile, A-Rise died. Yeah, I just said that. I like how he said it at the same time. Yeah, A-Rise kind of died. This was also on Kasumi's birthday. This was exactly on Kasumi's birthday. So we actually got birthday like little cards too. Well, I don't think I should show that actually because I gotta go. Well, can I? Where is it? I can show it. I'm gonna bring it. Okay, so yeah, we got these little birthday card things. If you can see it, yeah. This is what we got last year for being there. Like this girl she wasn't next to us, but she wasn't that far either. She had this little shrine of Kasumi over there, and we actually sung Happy Birthday and everything. It was kind of fun. Yeah, I wasn't like that big into the Niji characters yet back then, so I didn't know it was her birthday. Alright, this is like, you can see like the birthday messages on the side and stuff on the chalkboard. Here's some more. Oh, that's the same thing. Did I download? Okay, here's some more. Someone wrote something, if you can point it out, I guess. If you can see it. Did you write something for it? I don't think I did. I don't think so. Or if we did, I didn't take a picture of it. This is the arcade area where we got to afterwards. This is like the Love Life area, I guess. Here's the rest of them. Well, this is already on YouTube, but I have videos of me playing the game. And yeah, I have a video of me playing the game for the first time, and I have a video of me scouting on YouTube. I don't need to show that. And also, it was Anayo's birthday was like around there too. Yeah, it was the next day. It was the next day, I think. No? Oh. Re-upload from Twitter? I don't think I posted it on Twitter. I don't remember posting it on Twitter at all. If I did, I really do not remember. When is Hanayo's birthday? It's like around the same time. January 17th. So, yeah. Is that a Rin's mouth? Is that her mouth? She's grinning. There's nothing wrong with it. Alright, this is the scouting machine. I just took a picture of it. Dude, I hope... Wait. I hope to God this is not muted. I just realized that now. I hope this is not a muted song on YouTube. I hope not. Because if it is, that's pretty tragic. Now I can't upload this. Shoot. Whatever. Yeah, this is the scouting machine right here. Yeah, this is the machine in the video. This is a picture of the arcade game machine. Of course, Anayo's on there because there was the birthday event thing. Did you get anything good? Pretty sure I did. Yeah. I got I can show these actually. I at least got these. I have at least had pictures of these two. They even print your name. Look, you can see my name. You can see Debbie Star in the corner of them. They even print your name on them, dude. They're extra special. Although that means you can't really like sell them with something crazy. Oh, that's other anime stuff. Why not take a picture of this? There's nothing I recognize in this picture. I must have been like taking pictures just because. Okay, I have a challenge for you. Okay, can you recognize the Seiyu in this picture? Can you point her out and recognize her right away? Well, I should probably. Can I flip this? How do you flip stuff? Rotate. Thank you, Windows. I didn't know. I did not know Windows could do this. Holy crap! I did not know this. All right, can you recognize and point out the save in this? God damn it! Okay, that does not work. Never mind. Can OBS do it? Oh, that's not it. That's the wrong way. Alright, here it is. Well, you got it right already. Cheated. Yes, it is. She's right there. You cheated. She's right there. I didn't even show the picture. Yeah, she's right there. I found her in the store. Let's see. This is the oh, what the heck? I only know because of the emotes. What emotes? On Discord? You mean? Or someone had Twitch emotes ever? Oh yeah, okay. You can't really see this stuff here. Here's some. Okay, this is from. Dude, we were walking in Akiba and I magically stumbled across this store. Okay, because I say magically because I was complaining like, dude, I was like, oh, I'm disappointed of like these stores don't have all that much Love Live stuff like I expected. You know, kind of stuff. Like, I was so disappointed. We were just walking in Akiba. It was like we went to a bunch of stores and stuff, and like we found like a bunch of like albums and stuff, but like not like figures, keychains, blah blah blah, all that kind of stuff I'm looking for. So I'm just saying, oh, I'm disappointed. I didn't find much. But then all of a sudden I hear music. I hear Love Live music. I'm like, where's it coming from? Where's it? Like we if I did not hear that, or if I did not point it out, we would just walk straight past it. Okay. So I look to my left, and do you know what I see? That's not. What the heck? Wait, I gotta rotate this. Do you know what I see? I see this huge thing to my left. Okay? This huge thing. We would have walked straight past this, okay? Well, what the date and time says is it's just telling you it's a pop-up store. So it's just telling you how long it's going to be there and what time. So this was actually the second day it was up. Like we would have walked straight past this. That's crazy to think about. So this was, I spent like $200 something worth of yen. That's how much I spent in the store. Yeah, they have pop-up stores sometimes, but the thing about this store, I tried looking everywhere. There was nothing about this store existing anywhere online. They did not post an announcement about it or anything. Like, I dug through their official Twitter. I dug through like the website. I did not find anything. Usually they put out like tweets and stuff when they do pop-up stores, but this was just there. I got lucky, I guess. That's all I can say. But dude, this store is basically merch heaven, dude. If like, I probably spent a quarter of all of my money that I had with me in that single store. And this was like the second day we were in Japan. That's, dude. Hey, look, here's I didn't buy this though, but I thought about it. But these are like the jackets from the, as you can see in the pictures. You can actually buy these. Just open the day you landed. Maybe it was meant to be. Yeah, I had a good ear for that music, I'm telling you. And then it was funny because we saw people walking in there. I'm like, are we allowed to go in there? Because it had like a red carpet and everything. Like, what kind of fancy in the front? Like, are we allowed to go in there? Like, but saw a couple people walk in there, so we just said, why not? I'm going to try to not show as much because there's a bunch of pictures. Here's some figures, like, well, not figures, but acrylic stands from that collab they did. Obviously, I took the Maru one. You already know. This is not a good picture. No, I'm not showing. That's a bad picture. Yeah, the Shadowverse thing. Alright, these are the training outfits. You can actually buy like their outfits. Now I did buy something. I bought an All Stars hoodie. It has like the All Stars logo in the back and in the front, like on your chest. Like it's really big in the back of the hoodie and like small in the chest part in the front. Unfortunately, I can't fit it because my shoulders kind of are too wide for that, so I can't fit it right now anymore. I mean, I can fit it. It's just tight. So technically, I could put it on. It's just like tight. It's very noticeably tight, I guess I should say. Here's a random picture of the street, I guess, if you want to see. I don't know. Take a random picture of this Japanese Akiba street. Yay, random pictures. Here's a train station. I really like this. I really like this picture. Dude, the crazy part about this train station is that I still memorize to this day the path to get where we were staying. From this very train station, I memorized the entire path to go back where we were staying at. I bet you if you dropped me off right here, I could still go back there. I still remember the exact way to go, which is kind of crazy. Well, we did it. We stopped at this train station like every day coming back, so it wasn't that hard to remember. You go by the same stores, the same area, whatever. But yeah, like I don't know how, but I memorized it. Now here's this is also on the way, like this is also like on the way home. Well, not home, but you know, I'll just call it home for, you know, sake of this, but technically it's not home. This is the walk on the way home too. This whole lake right here. This is a very good picture. I like it. Yeah, I really like this lake a lot. Did you know? Fun fact. Did you know? In my Animal Crossing town, I did like for a week. I worked on like terraforming and stuff. To base, I based it off of this picture, off of this entire lake. It actually took me a week. I'm like, oh god. A painful week, but it took me a week to do it. I mean, I didn't like sit there for like 6 hours a day, obviously, but you know, a couple hours a day maybe, or something like that, I guess. Well, it didn't help, you know, you had to wait a day putting down bridges and all that kind of nonsense, but yeah. And New Horizons, that's what I did. The rest of this is like Evil Japan stuff, blah blah blah. Where is this? Oh, here's another arcade. We went to another arcade after that. Okay, this is a... I can explain this one. There's another one. Now, I don't think I got this one actually. Yeah, I did not manage to get this Mario. I didn't. Which kind of sucks. Feels bad. I couldn't get her. I mean, that rain? Holy crap. Here's another picture. Now, this Rico I actually got. I actually got her. And I still have her. Pretty sure. Yeah. I think that's the same one, right? I think it is. Wait. Where'd you go at? Wait a minute. Oh yeah, it is. It is the same one. Is the one right next to it where you could buy them? No. It's only... They're only there because someone, like, when you get it, like, one of the workers there can just pull it off the shelf. Like, pull it off the wall and just, like, place it in there. You could actually, like, ask the staff, like, to reposition it, like, to neutral. Back in the middle to neutral. And they'll do it for you. And everything. You can also ask them. You can also ask them for a specific one, too. I got that Maru in the back, by the way. That Maru in the back that you see, I got that one too. I think this was, oh yeah. Dude, this was the day where we had like some beers or something, I think. Yeah, we had some beers that day. Alright, I've heard that if you put some work in there and spend enough, it'll help you out, right? I don't know about that, but you can ask them to switch out what's in there and to reset the Nesso if you want. But yeah, this was the day. Like we went to the sushi bar, and we had like a beer and stuff. So here's the thing, okay? I got a power up from that beer, I'm telling you. That beer has something in it. Because dude, I became a master at that claw machine. Every single thing I got from the claw machine came from that night. After we had those beers. It was something in that. It was something in that, dude. I'm telling you, it was something. And also, I played the arcade game after that. That's when I got my first full combo. That night. Okay? I went crazy in that arcade game that night. I became a god, dude. I'm telling you, it was something in that beer. Oh, here's some more cards. And here's some more of the Mario cards. That might be it, actually. Did I really? Oh, I took pictures at the airport. I should show this. I should probably show this. Oh, here's the, okay, here's the lake in the morning. Because you saw the picture of it at night. But here's what it looks like in the morning. Same pose, just different background. Hey man, I don't care. I'll keep it anyway. I think that sign says no fishing, by the way. Or something like that. This airport was really freaking nice. Here's some of it right here. It looks really pretty at night. The airport does. Oh yeah, I got well, I can't show it. It's too big, but I got a Pikachu that was Is this place Sunshine is based off of? No? Well, what place are you talking about? I don't think so. The place with the lake? No, it isn't. That's in. We stayed in Chiba. I don't think Love Live is in Chiba. Like at all. I mean, I'm pretty sure I saw some stores in Akiba that they showed in anime before, but we stayed in Chiba. Yeah, here's another picture of it at night. Actually, I went to Haun's Mom's Bakery. I don't know where that is. This airport looks really nice at night. Now this thing on the wall, these on the wall right here, those are little things where you write like wishes on it. I think you write wishes on it or something like that, or prayers or something, and you place it on the wall. Although you had to pay for it, so like I didn't do it. I didn't have any. I didn't have any more money by then. I made sure I spent like all my money. But here's another picture. Here's another one. Nice and fancy. Mm-hmm. I think that's all the airport stuff I got. Unfortunate. Should have taken more. I don't know, I still remember a lot of things actually. I like There's so many things that I, for some reason, still remember. Like, I can still picture it in my head from this trip. I don't know why. I guess it was that memorable because, like, freaking Japan, dude. Dude, I've been wanting to go in Japan since I was 7 years old. Can you believe that? Like, dude. And I finally did. If I told 7-year-old me that I would actually end up going to Japan, I would not believe myself. But yeah, ever since I was a kid, I wanted to go to Japan, and I finally did it. We've gone at this for so long. Well, like I said, like streams like this they're fine. I mean, I don't always have to like go in on the game or something. If you told 7-year-old you that, you know what? For some reason, I read it as Yo, like her name. I don't know why, but if you told 7-year-old you that you will fall in love with Hanamaru, that would have been insane. If you told me that, like, what year is it? If you told me that 5 years ago, I would have thought you were insane. Because I did not care for Aqua 5 years ago. I don't remember if I said this on stream, but I was... Yeah, I did say it on stream. Dude, I was a Muse elitist back then, dude. I was the most stupid Muse elitist you've ever seen. So yes, I would have thought you were insane. I would have just said, like, are you crazy? I would fall. You're telling me I would fall in love with the Aqua character? Try again. I'll probably say something stupid like that. Like the one guy in general chat the other day. Oh yeah. Do you lurk in there or something? That's the only way you would find out about that. Because you don't really talk that much. Well, he got banned anyway, so it didn't matter. I popped in to see if you said anything about the pack openings. I didn't say anything in the Discord. Only thing I did yesterday, really, in the Discord was I streamed my All-Stars Scouts because the Maru came out in the game. That's all I really did in there. I don't think there's anything else. Missed out on the scouts. I mean, I guess, but it's All Stars. It's not this game. It's not whatever. I mean, I still play All Stars, but like, it's not what my main game is on stream, at least. I usually stream like when the Maru cards come out. I usually stream in that Discord. I don't stream on Twitch, my scouts. So. But hey, I got her in like 4 scouts. So when the next one comes out, I have plenty available. Luckily, I have like what 9,000 something sergeants, so that's plenty. I have like a lot more by then. I went back to that oh my god, I can't talk. I went back to that Hanamaru stream. We got back-to-back SSR Nikos. Then I popped in and we got the archery Nico. I don't remember that, but that sounds about right anyway. That sounds like something that would happen on my stream. Alright, well, dang dude, I was not planning to stream this long, but whatever, it's fine. As long as we have a good time, it's okay. Before I end the stream though, I'm gonna scout, actually, in this game. I'm only doing one scout, okay? Before you forget. Forget what? Wait, what are you going to forget, though? So, Delhi. I should get rid of this. Yep. Next month is July, and my 24th month anniversary here is in August. Okay. You're still insane for doing that, but okay. Go on. Do you have more, or was that all you want to say? Did you want me to do something for that? I'm not going to do something too crazy, okay? Especially because, like, I don't... So I was wondering for Nico's birthday, can we get a 50 Gym Mew Scout? They would cover those 2 months 5 Gym Mew Scouts. When is Nico's birthday? Let me see. When's the birthday? July 22nd. I mean, I don't know if I'm streaming that day, though. I can't know if I'm streaming that day or not, but... You would probably have to remind me, though. Like, something like that, you would have to remind me about. If I do not stream on her birthday or something, or if I don't stream, like, around her birthday, then you would have to, like, send me a message or something about it. So I make sure I do it. Alright, well... Time to do 150 Scout, unfortunately. How many scouting tickets do I have? 2? I'm pulling the Niji box, dude. I want the Niji URs, man. But I'm not, like, going crazy in them because I want the Maru cards. And you can't plan anymore. I didn't even get I out of this, which sucks. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Stormcrow. I need for you to choose for me. Do I scout for Kasumi? Or do I scout for Hinata? The thing is, okay, you already answered. I didn't even finish, you already answered. Well, I was gonna say, the thing is, I think I can actually use Kasumi on my team. I think. Hey, let me check right now. What's the leader skill that I have? Ah, I can! If I get her, actually. But I can. Cannot say I can't. Alright, let's go. Hashimine is an Ichi Nico. At least I think so. I do not agree. I mean, she's the closest comparison, but calling her Nico, I would definitely not agree. They're two entirely, well, not, well, they're two different characters. They're definitely two different characters. They're not the same thing. Like, some people like to compare them, but like, I don't believe they're the same thing. All right. I'm looking at my Katsumi Nesso. I'm staring at it right now because I need that good luck. I hope that her Nesso brings good luck because I need it. My apology? Well, you don't need to apologize. I mean, like how Hanamaru parallels Rin in a way. I don't know. I don't think they're that similar to each other, but I don't know, I guess. You put it that way. Alright. Come on. Come home. This is gonna be bad scout, isn't it? What? Dude, oh my god! The good luck worked! It actually worked. It actually worked. Oh my god, I cannot believe this. Dude, the good luck Nesso actually worked. I cannot believe it. Look. I'm gonna take her out the case. I'm gonna bring her right over. I'm going to get her right now. Alright. Here she is. Can you see her? Here she is. Can you see her? There she is. Here she is. And she came home. Dude, this is just streamer luck, I tell you. 100% streamer luck. Dude, what? Hey, I'm glad I decided to do this. Okay? I'm glad I did. So we finally got a Niji UR. It's about time. Dude, that's crazy. First scout. Wait, this is my present box, I think. That's crazy. Alright, what? I'm gonna try to add her to my team, actually. I'm going to see what my team looks like. Like, off stream, though. Because I hope I don't have to take Amaru out. I hope I don't. I don't want to take a Maru card out, but I really hope I don't have to. Well, I mean, Kazumi's my favorite. No, not. Well, she's my favorite first year, of course, in Niji, but she's my second favorite overall in Niji, so that's good enough. Hinata's my favorite third year in Niji. And she's my third overall in EG, so that skill is insane, is it really? Oh wait, it is. Hey man. It makes sure those promo limited cards are broken. They always do. At the very least, I don't need to, like, idolize this card or something. Well, I do for the skill slots, but that's about it. And it's already level 4. I don't have to dump a bunch of skill cards into it. I can actually look and see what's the, What's the max level? Let me see if I can find it. No, I mean, I know what the max level is. I mean, what is the skill? What does the skill look like at level 8? I mean, well, that's all stars. No, it's pictures. I want the skills. What website was it? Cards. Dude, make this. Type in the card name. Ah, here we are. Dude, every 24 notes, 52% chance to add 4,534 score points. That's kind of crazy, actually. That just, I mean, that's a little bit too crazy if you ask me, but good lord, dude. Hey, I'll take it. I don't mind. I'll take it. It makes my team that much better. I'll take it. Alright. Kasumi can stay here. In the corner. Alright. Dude, there's probably cards like this. This is what the whales get, I guess. Like busted cards like this. Yeah. I think that's it for now. Hopefully I can upload this. Hopefully Next Sparkling is not a muted song on Twitch. I don't think it is. But you know, you never know. I haven't played Next Sparkling like for a while, so if you can't wait dub over it, are you insane? Are you actually insane? Well, yes, you are. Never mind. I should not ask that question. No, I will not dub over it. It just won't be uploaded. That's about it. If it's blocked. And the next video will be the next episode. Will be the first episode, I mean. Alright. That's about it. Just cut the video to when I show up. Well, I actually played the game, you know. Well, this stuff is fine. It's okay. Doing stuff with chat is always fine. I don't know. To be honest, I hate to say it, but like, I don't know. Playing this game doesn't feel the same right now. Like, ever since the merge happened, it doesn't feel the same right now. I probably need to get used to it, but I don't know. It just doesn't feel the same right now. Like the same thing. It feels just like half different, if that makes sense. It's not completely different, but it is a little bit. Like after the merge happened. I don't know, the milk pony kind of throws me off. I don't know, so like streams like this it's okay. I mean, if I barely play the event, then I mean, I barely do. It's not like, yeah, Maru is not in this event anyway, so it's, I mean, it's not like, oh my god, I have to play this. Oh, if I'm not that high of a ranking or something, it's okay. Like I said before, like you can literally just say like I remember with the quizzes thing, with the Left Light quizzes thing, like you can literally just say, "This is what I want to do. This is what I would like to do this stream." I'll probably do it. I mean, I'll probably have to like, you know, do a little tiny intermission because I'll like. Well, maybe not. But I'll probably have to like disassemble the setup, I guess, in the middle of the stream for that, but that's fine. It's not a big deal. It doesn't take that long to do it. Well, obviously, like, not every single stream is going to be, like, do whatever, because, like, I'm still going to play the game at least a little bit. Still going to try to play the game at least a little bit, but, you know. If I play the game for a bit, and you're like, hey, what about those quizzes? You think it's a good day to do this or something? I'll be like, sure. What? Can I ask for story reading sessions? You can ask when you redeem the rewards. Now read a story. Other than that, I don't know what to tell you. Oh my god, it's 11 o'clock. Like, my entire night is gone now. That was unexpected. Soon. 65k away. That's a lot. But, yeah. I don't know, it's already 11 o'clock. I'll probably, like, play some All-Stars and then, like, play some All-Stars, sit on Discord for, like, an hour and go to sleep after stream. Alright, well, I'm starting to yawn now anyway. Need to be a time of the night. It's funny because this is not the latest I've ever streamed. I'm pretty sure this was like within the first year of when I was streaming this game. I think I streamed at like, I ended the stream like at 12, like between 12 and 1 o'clock or something. Well, that's just because like I started the stream like 10 or 11 o'clock or something. I didn't have like, yeah, dude, my stream hours back then were all over the place because like my work hours were the thing that prevented me from doing this, like consistently, like around the same time. Like now, yeah, I can. I always stream around the same time. But back then, like, there was no consistency. Like, I would stream like I don't know, 2 o'clock on a a Thursday or something, like 2 o'clock p.m. on a Thursday, like because I just I mean, I'm scheduled to be off that day, so I mean that's what I have to go by, I guess. But well, this was during the job I had, like I was yeah, if I didn't have to, if I had 2 days off in a row, like I would maybe even like stream late at night or something. I didn't care that much. I didn't have to work the next day. I don't have a set schedule, so I just did whatever. I'm surprised I got like multiple streams of the same event, because sometimes that job would be killer, dude. Sometimes I get home, I don't feel like doing anything. Like I'm just worn out for the rest of the day. Or I would have, uh, I called this, I dubbed this the death schedule. Okay, this was if you got the death schedule, that means you had one day where you worked until closing, and the very next day you had to show up for opening. So you close one day, and the very next day you open. So that is the death schedule, dude. The death schedule meant like guaranteed no streams. I can tell you that. Dude, do you know what like the death schedule was so bad? Like by the time I got home, I had to eat, take a shower maybe if I even wanted to, and then go straight to sleep. Go lay down, whatever. I had no time to do anything. Absolutely no time to do anything. Which is telling, because I lived 5 minutes down the street. 5 to 10 minutes down the street from where I worked. So even though I lived that close, I still had no time to do anything. And managers had to open, go home, sleep, then close that same night. Dude, what? What kind of schedule is that? um, but yeah, dude, that schedule was awful. I hated getting that. Like, I remember like sometimes like I would be scheduled to like work like 6 days in a row, and then I would just have 2 days off in a row, like right after. Like that was killer too. Stuff like that's killer too, dude. That would just kill you. You're just, that would kill you in the sense of like you work those six straight days, and then you don't feel like doing anything those 2 days you got off. You just want to rest for 2 days in a row. That's all you want to do. It kind of sucks because it's your day off, but you're too tired to do it, to do anything. So, oh yeah, I do. I never had a single Saturday off. Never. That entire time I had that job, for like 5 to 6 months, I did not have a single Saturday off. Not a single one. So I couldn't do. I couldn't, like, stuff on Discord I couldn't do because they were on Saturdays. Like tournaments I couldn't like attend. Some tournaments I couldn't attend. I couldn't like. I had to hang out with a friend like one random day of the week. I somehow got off the same time that she wasn't working. Like I don't know. Not having Saturday off was like god awful. Like I told myself, I hope I will never have to take a job again where I have to work Saturdays. And of course, the worst part about it, Saturdays were the worst days at work, too. So, you know, I always missed everything because I had to work Saturday. I couldn't do anything. Of course, they would give me like a random Tuesday off of work. I'm like, what am I gonna do on a random Tuesday of the week? Just sit home and do nothing. Like, nothing happens. Like, like having random days off. Like, nothing happens. Everyone works. All my friends have to work during the week. Like, what am I doing on a random day of the week? Nothing. So I didn't really do that much. Like, I didn't do much. Unfortunately. I mean, my location kind of, where we were living at the time, kind of helped with that, but why I didn't do it much, but, yeah. Bingo might be open at night. I've never played actual bingo in my entire life. Well, actual bingo, as in like I've never actually like played, like walked into a place where people play bingo at. I've never done that before. Like never. I played bingo at school, in grade school, but yeah, I never walked into those places and played bingo. If you think about it, bingo is just a lottery game anyway. Just a lottery game. Just get handed the cards and you hope and pray they roll your numbers. I went with a friend's mom before and we went up to Maine for vacation and played for the night. I heard sometimes they give out like actual good prizes though. Although I'm not sure why they do that because it's freaking bingo, but you know. I used to always like, I don't know, I remember when I was little, like really, really little. I used to always think like playing bingo was like for old people or something for some reason. I don't know why. I think a bunch of old people do play that though. I do remember like walking past like this bingo place. It was pretty big in there too. There was a bunch of old people in there. I'm like, I looked through the window, there's a bunch of old people in there. So, I mean, I guess that's where I got it from. Alright. I should... 6 boards. Board. You have to pay for... You have to pay for, like, every board? I wonder how much that costs, actually. Alright, I should stop yapping and actually go. Alright, they come in stacks, like a board is for a specific round. Oh. Okay. But, yeah, okay. So, here's the thing. Okay, I'm going to check right now. Before I end the stream, I'm going to check something right now. Before I end, I'm going to do my ender, the classic, right now. Okay, safe. Alright, so I'm going to the tournament again this Friday. However, the way the stream is lined up right now is like since today's Monday, my next stream should be Wednesday, and then after that it should be Friday. But I will not be, you know, I will be home around this time Friday to stream. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I might like stream Thursday, maybe. Because if I stream, well, no, that would be Saturday. Shoot. I don't know. I don't know. Because Wednesday I want to watch the live in the server too. So I'm not going to stream like super long like today or something. But if I stream Wednesday, then I won't stream again until like Sunday. Because, you know, I never stream on Saturdays. But I don't know. I might just stream Thursday and then Sunday. I guess. Wait, when is the I think that might line up with the last day of the event too. But what time is that? Wait, give me a moment. I'm gonna do a time zone converter really quick. Or I can just go on the website. I'm stupid. 8 days to wait. 8 days. 1, 2, 3. Okay, the 29th is the last night of the event. And the event ends at 2 a.m. on the 30th? Am I doing that correctly? So I guess events end at 2 a.m. now? The next day? I guess that's fine. Because I still get to stream. So. Alright, I guess that lines up. So, stream Thursday, then Sunday, and then that next Tuesday. That's probably fine. Alright, hopefully I'm feeling okay Thursday. I really hope I am. I really do. Because I don't want to, like, be gone for, like, a week in the middle of the event, even. Because that's not normal. I've tried my best to be consistent for the past year and a half, okay? So, you know, I mean, I know stuff happens, but breaking that consistency kind of stuff. But we'll just have to see what happens. Hopefully, I'm streaming Thursday. So Thursday this week looks like the next stream. But yeah. Same old time, usual thing. If I actually do not, okay, look, if I do not stream Thursday, I must be absolutely not dead, but I must be like knocked out, like actually knocked out from my job that day. Like work must have like really knocked me out by the time I got home that day if I do not stream Thursday, probably. If I'm on Discord, if I'm online on Discord, that doesn't mean like I can stream still though. Just pointing that out. The being on Discord is a lot less effort and energy than the streaming. But yeah. I mean, I don't want it to seem like I'm just saying that because I don't want it to seem like I'm trying to dodge streaming or something if I'm still online on Discord. Because it's certainly not what I'm trying to do. Even then, sometimes I'll be online, and even though I'm like super tired, I'll be online and I don't say anything anywhere for like hours. I just like work or something. Because I don't feel like doing anything. But yeah. Hopefully next stream is Thursday. Okay. Hopefully. But until then, oh yeah, hopefully the stream does not get muted on YouTube. If it does, you know, it's not being uploaded. But until then, you're providing us a service. A service? What do you mean? I'm just a dude who likes to stream this game. I just like to stream a rhythm game. That's all I do. You just left for 2 months, I'd still be around. Dude. You mean if I had my old schedule of zero consistency, where I would disappear for like a month with no explanation? Where I had like a month or something where, like actual months where I did not feel like streaming? Like, dude. Oh, those were horrible. Horrible times. I mean horrible as in like, dang, dude, my stream schedule was awful. Good lord. How did I get away with that? I don't know. I have no idea. As long as you get that Nico Scout, I won't complain that much. You'll get your Scout, man. Alright, until then, thank you all for coming by the stream, and I shall see you next time.